So no, I don't. I don't even know who the fucking that is. I don't even know who the fucking that is. I don't even know who the fucking that is. Fucking that is. Fucking that is. I don't even know who the fucking that is. I don't even know who the fucking that is. I don't even know who the fucking that is. Fucking that is. Fucking that is. I don't even know who the fucking that is. I don't even know who the fucking that is. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who the fucking that is. 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 Fucking that is. Fucking that is. I don't know who the fucking that is. I don't know who the fucking that is. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who the fucking that is. 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 Fucking that is. Fucking that is. I don't know who the fucking that is. I don't know who the fucking that is. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who the fucking that is. 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 Fucking that is. Fucking that is. I don't know who the fucking that is. I don't know who the fucking that is. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who the fucking that is. 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 Fucking that is. Fucking that is. I don't know who the fucking that is. I don't know who the fucking that is. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who the fucking that is. 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 Fucking that is. Fucking that is. I don't know who the fucking that is. I don't know who the fucking that is. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who the fucking that is. DJ Davos. 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 I don't know who the fucking that is. DJ Davos. DJ Davos. I don't know who the fucking that is. DJ Davos. I don't know who the fucking that is. DJ Davos. DJ Davos. DJ Davos. DJ Davos. I don't know who the fucking that is. I don't know who the fucking that is. DJ Davos. DJ Davos. I don't know who the fucking that is. DJ Davos. I don't know who the fucking that is. DJ Davos. DJ Davos. I don't know who the fucking that is. I don't know who the fucking that is. DJ Davos. DJ Davos. I don't know who the fucking that is. DJ Davos. I don't know who the fucking that is. DJ Davos. DJ Davos. DJ Davos. DJ Davos. I don't know who the fucking that is. I know what I am, and you don't. Liberals are cheap fucks.
Why is that, John? Why is that?
I don't know. I think they give a lot of their money to charity. He just bought me 2 pints at the pub, 2 pints at the pub, 2 pints at the pub, 2 pints at the pints at the pints at the pub, 2 pints at the pub, 2 pints at the pub, 2. He just bought me 2 pints at the club, 2 pints at the club, 2 pints at the club, 2 pints at the pints at the pints at the club, 2 pints at the club, 2 pints at the club. Am I hallucinating here? 2 pints at the club, 2 pints at the club, 2 pints at the club, 2 pints at the pints at the pints at the club, 2 pints at the club, 2 pints at the club, 2. He just bought me 2 pints at the club, 2 pints at the club, 2 pints at the club, 2 pints at the pints at the pints at the club, 2 pints at the club, 2 pints at the club, 2. He just bought me 2 pints at the club, 2 pints at the club, 2 pints at the club, 2 pints at the pints at the pints at the club, 2 pints at the club, 2 pints at the club, 2. He just bought me 2 pints at the club, 2 pints at the club, 2 pints at the club, 2 pints at the pints at the pints at the club, 2 pints at the club, 2 pints at the club, 2. He just bought me 2. I don't turn down free beer.
All right, welcome back to episode 5 of Looking Back at the Stuttering John podcast from 2018 to 2023, the only show that actually shows the whole thing, doesn't clip up 5 minutes and spend an hour and a half talking about it and hide it behind a paywall. Looking at you, Carl and Shuli. But anyway, today's we got a twofer going on today. The first episode that we'll be listening to is from June 6th, I'm sorry. And it's his first drunk podcast of this series, and you will really notice it. I mean, we spent the last few episodes actually listening to John, where everybody's like, oh my God, he's incredible. Like, the biggest comment is, he's actually incredibly lucid, can talk, can form entire sentences all at once, and it's amazing that, I mean, everything else is all the same stories and everything, but he's actually sounds lucid. Well, that goes away today. And then the second, both of these are like 35 minutes, and then the second episode we're going to watch today, or listen to today, because, as I said, they're both like 35 minutes, so it's about an hour for both of them, is his first podcast from Royce's Arcade Warehouse, and it is terrible. Anyway, let's go ahead and kick this off. And that's the reason why I decided to do the 2 pints at the pub DJ Dabble song, because the reason he's drunk for this is because he had to stop off at Pickwick Pub, and this is also the one where he offers for anybody to show up, and he will fight them at Pickwick Pub at 4 p.m. every day. So let's go ahead and get into this. Oh shit!
Welcome to the Stuttering John Show. I have been trying to figure out how to make my microphone work.
Remember, he's been having problems with the microphone. Oh yeah, hello everybody. Hello, Flinster. I'm trying to keep these a little more evergreen, but yes, I'm thinking about going ahead and doing some MLC clips because he's been having some good ones lately, especially as you said on Saturdays. I also want to say, hey, biscuits for life, everybody. How are you, buddy? And I'm going to try to keep this. I'm going to try to not do a. I was just to say hi to everybody. Thank you for coming. And oh yes, please press the like. And if you don't mind, press that subscribe button for me, please.
Somebody tweeted me and said, John, you sound like you're, in a cathedral. And I realized that the microphone, the Sennheiser that I paid $1,000 for.
Now, I listened to this episode. They went over this part on Living in the Past on WATP. They went over this part. I'm not a microphone guy. All right. Like, I've had this Blue Yeti for years and years and years, but I'm not actually using the Blue Yeti now. I'm actually using my headset mic because I think it actually sounds better than the Blue Yeti. But Carl is a microphone guy, and he says there are no. Well, I mean, for this application, there are no $1,000 Sennheiser mics. For what John wants to do, for what John's doing with it, he says most pro mics go for about 500 or less. From what I understand, but I'm not a microphone guy. Oh wait, let's make this bigger. But I'm not a microphone guy. I don't know. I'll take Carl's word for it. But I think it's probably a cheap ass mic, knowing John. And he says it's $1,000 because it sounds good.
Is not somehow registering with Audacity where and when I record this. So I apologize that it still is coming from my source audio, which is my computer audio. But let's get to more important things. I am drinking, and I have been drinking, only because I went and met with my agents today, my new agents, and then I went by my favorite pub on the way home, which is the great Pickwick Pub in Woodland Hills, and that's where I hang out. Any day at 4 o'clock, if you want to come by, kick my ass, debate me on anything, go by Pickwick Pub, and I will be there in Woodland Hills at 4 o'clock. I told you I recently ran
Too bad this was 8 years ago.
into Denise Richards there. I've hung out with McLovin there and John Ashton from Beverly Hills Cop and Midnight Run fame. It is a nice little quaint English pub, and I hang out with my buddies, a lot of them from England, and we hang out, drink, and bet on anything. And that is what I do at 4 o'clock, normally on a day when I'm not working.
So every day at 4 o'clock, he's at Pickwick Pub, and you can tell he's drinking. Right? You hear it. It's very much closer to how he sounds today than in previous episodes of this podcast.
Now, I'm sure anybody in Florida is coming to my show at the Black Box in Boca Raton. What is it, June 22nd, 23rd? But I will be there, and please come and support the one and only Stuttering John. A lot to talk about today. A lot of things going on, but first let me just say I am in the process right now. I just bought my skinned chicken thighs for any of you foodies out there, I like to cook. I make the best beer can chicken. I make
And other things sometimes.
sauerbraten. I make Italian gravy or sauce, depending on where your family was from.
Protein-packed meals in 10 minutes? TikTok's got millions of them. Could you whip one up in under 8? Probably. But hey, it's not a race. Grab the recipes on TikTok and start cooking.
And I also
That was on John's side. That was an ad from his stream. For some reason, I guess he didn't have dynamic ads. Like, I don't know. I downloaded it. Anyway, Beavis El Rey, Beavis Lee, whatever Beavis, wants to know about Vince filing a lawsuit. From what I understand, it's a piece of paper. It was a court document that was put up on Reddit and not linked anywhere else, and nobody knows anything about it, and nobody can find it. And oh yes, and of course, biscuits for biscuits reminds us John likes his chicken with flies on it. But the lawsuit is, from what it states, is wants to reopen the previous lawsuit that Vince did against John, but I'm not believing any of it.
I like to bake chicken now. It's my new kick. So I got my 4 chicken thighs. Soon I will put some salt, pepper, some rosemary, maybe a little thyme, some olive oil, and put it in my Pyrex 14-inch plate and bake them for 28 minutes at 400 to make my chicken. I got some peas, make some brown rice, and of course I got a lemon to squeeze on the brown rice because I like the taste of lemon. And I'll be doing that. Yes, I know I sound a little drunk, and it's probably because I'm very upset with the election today. Why? Because my name wasn't on the fucking ballot.
I have no idea what election he's talking about. I looked it up, what elections were going on about this time, and there were some midterm elections going on, but there was nothing at this time in California.
Now, I know I did it pretty much as a goof, but I still wanted my name on the ballot. And it's not there. So we have to wait 4 years for the next time. Hopefully by then, I will really, really pursue this. What else can I...
Isn't senators every 6 years? Hold on.
I tell you, my people, my fans, all 2 of you.
2 years.
Ryan
Senate races every 2 years.
Sharman, of course. One of my biggest fans on Twitter. I met with a showrunner yesterday. Now, I don't know if you...
6 years. Yeah, I was right. It was 6 years. But they're staggered, be held every 2 years. But yeah, every 6 years is a Senate term. So the next time he can run is in 2 years, maybe? I don't know. It doesn't matter.
You know what a showrunner is, but a showrunner is a guy that could sell shows. So, like my friend Danny Zuka, who I'm supposed to have lunch with, who is the showrunner for Modern Family. At least he is now. He is, I think, the head writer or producer of Modern Family. Danny Zuka, believe it or not, used to intern at the Howard Stern Show. And for some reason, he still maintains a friendship with Baba Booey. And we all can't understand why anybody would maintain a friendship with Baba. I'm only kidding. I love Gary. He's just a fucking clod. But, yeah, so like Danny Zook is a showrunner. So I met with my show, well, this guy that wants to run my show. And what that means is it'll be the show of me doing the interviews again. And
It'll be the show of me doing the interviews again. You see what I'm saying? It's like this one could definitely be dropped right onto Stuttering John's channel, and nobody would know the difference because it sounds the same again. He's drunk.
yeah, you could say, that was, and look, I'll thank Howard at the end of every show or in the beginning and say, yeah, he had the idea to have me come out and, do it to celebrities. But again, it's been my personality for all my life. And I've already told you, and it's in Howard's book, and on my 4th and 5th grade report card, my my teacher wrote, John tends to ask outrageous and penetrating questions in class, and stutters when excited. It's always been who I am, and Howard can't own my personality. Sorry.
And once again, I think it's been said repeatedly. I don't think that teacher was that wasn't a compliment by the teacher. That is, your son is a distraction, and he doesn't listen. He doesn't pay attention. He just goofs around.
Sorry. I mean, you made a lot of money, off of the contributions of guys like me and Jackie and Artie and Billy, and it's okay. I'm bringing this back partially to promote my book, which comes out October 16th, Easy for You to Say, and then also because I realize it's what I enjoy doing. I like asking penetrating questions, and I'm not going to stop.
So long as somebody else writes them, and he did stop. This is like what, 2018? So this is like 14 years or so after Stern, and he hasn't done it since. Well, at this particular time, but I mean, up till now, he still hasn't done it. And honestly, I've always said he should. He's right. He was right there in L.A. There was nothing stopping him. He had an iPhone and a car. He could have gone in and done all this stuff the whole time. Just do it. He could have just done it.
So that's that. There are a lot of things that we have to talk about. Just drank my wine, my $10 bottle of wine, $11, whatever. My fucking cat litter costs more than my fucking wine. Put it that way. Fucking cats. Anyway,
I don't think he likes his cats.
yeah, hopefully I'm going to sell this show. There's got different nuances to the whole thing, but I think you guys will enjoy it. But let's get into some of the topics. And you know what? First, I have to start with my good buddy, Artie Lang.
Just when you thought we won't have any Artie talk, here we go with the Artie talk again. This is what episode are we on here? What episode? Hold on, let me see here if I can. Need to pull up here. We're on the 6th episode of this podcast, and 6 out of 6 talking about Artie.
Now, if any of you have seen the picture of Artie Lang in court, I saw it today. Somebody posted it on Facebook, and I had to say to all of you, I'm extremely concerned. The guy's nose, seriously, it looks awful. Somebody wrote on my Facebook, it's like he borrowed Yucko the Clown's nose. And it is upsetting to somebody who I know, I've said I don't like him, but I do love him. And his nose in this courtroom picture is so bad, that I don't even know how to respond. I just know that Artie, is on the way out. And it's sad to me.
This didn't age very well. Now Artie's the one that's actually, I guess, healthy and looking good, and John is the one that's close to on the way out.
Now, yes, I've been drinking, so even though that usually brings on an emotional thing, but I won't get choked up. But it's sad. So all I could do is I tweeted Artie today. Well, actually, I tweeted a few days ago because Artie started tweeting. I don't know if I could get off the shit, but maybe people can learn from me. Artie, you could do it. You could do it, okay? You don't have to fucking be this fucking dedicated to a drug.
I have a great dedication to nicotine and alcohol. Very dedicated, very, very, very. It's got all my loyalty. Heroin, I don't know, it never treated me right, so I couldn't find a dedication to heroin like Artie did.
And, I posted, I tweeted and said, they say that stopping smoking is harder than, stopping heroin. And of course, the haters went on Twitter, the trolls, and started like beating me up about it. And I'm like, why you beat me up about it? They're like, that's not true. Who's ever said that? So then I had to go and Google the same thing, cigarettes harder to get over than heroin. Sure enough, a billion things came out. One from the New York Times, which exactly that title.
I went to iamright.com and they confirmed that I am right. I'm pretty sure heroin is a lot more difficult to get over than cigarettes, especially with the DTs. I've stopped smoking for weeks before just to stop, and then I started again. I need to just stop smoking. But yeah, I'm fairly certain heroin's a lot harder to get over than pretty much anything else.
And then I fucking, tweeted back to the assholes who don't have the intelligence to know that it's a known saying. And then they have to pivot and try and change the argument. The truth is, and I know you're not listening, but the thing that I did to stop smoking is to picture myself before I ever picked up a cigarette. I never started smoking until I was like 35, when I started doing stand-up on my first comedy tour with Jim Norton, Modi, and Melrose Larry Green. And I started smoking, but before that I never smoked. I was so against it, it was not even funny.
So a habit he picked up at 35, smoked for a couple of years. He was able to quit. Okay, yeah. Been smoking for like 20 years.
I would get mad at any of my friends who smoked, and I would preach to them. I know, it's annoying, but I would preach to them about the evils of smoking. Well, I ultimately thought it went well with beer, and I started smoking. And what I did to stop smoking cigarettes is I started to just remember how it was when a beer was enough, and you didn't need fucking this pacifier in your mouth. Like, you didn't need this fucking shit fucking going into your lungs. And it took a little strength, and it took a little while, but I stopped. In fact, let's see, on the 9th will be 5 months, but I will say, when I was doing stand-up at the Ha Ha Holiday Inn in Victorville.
So is he really telling a heroin addict to just stop? That's all you have to do, Artie. Don't you know? Just stop. But if you tell John to just stop drinking, oh no. Oh no, 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 no. No. he will never stop drinking. He gets offended if you tell him to stop drinking. He doesn't understand. He's like in the same category as Artie. It's just that, drinking's legal. Or used to be. Well, he's always been an alcoholic, a raging alcoholic. I'll just keep on going.
I wanted to see. So I went out because, they had the patio and fucking Victorville, for all people who are not in California, is also known as Victimville. But it is the dregs of California. Great people. I hung out, but when we got to the fucking bar, the guy out front had a bulletproof vest and a Glock. And he was the manager. And he told me he doubles as security. That's how bad Victimville is. Victimville. And I said, you know what, let me see if I could even get through a cigarette. I wanted to see if my success has been a success.
I'm going to smoke a cigarette to prove that I quit smoking.
Because I had quit for
That's a great idea.
over a year before, and then I was in Vegas and some fucking guy was smoking while I was talking to him. After a while, I finally said, give me a cigarette. And I caved. This time, though, I did take 5 drags. I know it's 5 because I'm OCD, and that's how everything is fucking numerically fucking organized in my head. And I hated it. Hated it. And I put it down on the floor.
Yeah, biscuits does bring up a good point. Especially, alcohol is very tough to quit. Especially with as much of an alcoholic as John it could literally kill him if he quits. Like quite literally, the DTs could kill him. He definitely needs medical supervision if he were to quit drinking. Whereas heroin, it just feels like you're going to die, but you probably won't.
Still a pretty fresh cigarette. Stepped on it, and that was it. And it's just one of those things that, it is a hard thing to stop smoking tobacco, because I'll never quit weed. I mean, who would? But I did it. So I tweeted, Artie, just picture before, your life before you ever did heroin. Because it's not the cocaine. Cocaine's not that addictive. Like, you don't, and I could be wrong. I'm not saying I'm a fucking, drug therapist, but coke, I'll do coke every now and then.
Drug therapist. I'm not a drug therapist or nothing. But all you got to do is think about back when you didn't do the drugs. And then you quit. Just like that. Except alcohol. Alcohol's okay.
And it doesn't, I don't have the desire every day to do coke. But what it sounds like about heroin, at least from Artie's point of view, is that you got it's like there's no other life than doing that. And that's why I tweeted what I did. I said, Artie, picture your life before you started heroin. Picture your goals and your dreams, what you wanted, and how you could, in those days, who knows? If you have a beer, you could have a beer, and even a cigarette, fine. It's better than the alternative, which is heroin. So that's all I tweeted. And then, of course, I got all the assholes. People they just want to be assholes.
That says the asshole. It was like, why don't you just switch to beer? Worked for me.
And I know a lot of you guys are, well, whoever tweets me are like the remaining Anthony Cumia fans that he has. But they do. And they'll set up fake accounts and troll me. But finally today, after seeing Artie's nose, I just tweeted him and said, look, you know what? I love you. I'm praying for you. I know you've been a fucking piece of shit to me. But you're a funny guy, and you can beat it.
Listen, Bacon, we're all of an age, and I'm sure of an experience, to where we all have had issues with drug use, some more than others. And yeah, listening to this guy talk like this, I also want to smack. It's like I want to go back to 2018, walk into his apartment where he's streaming this from, and just slap him, open hand slap him right across the face, and say, "Fuck you! You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, you goddamn alcoholic."
But I read Artie's tweets saying, he could be an example or something like that. Artie, stop fucking thinking you're gonna be an example and maybe fucking take some responsibility and just get off the shit.
All you gotta do is stop. Just stop. That's all. Switch to beer.
The judge gave him 4 months. I mean, not 4 months, 4 years of probation. And Artie doesn't think he could do it. And you know what? Unfortunately, I don't think he can either. All right, let's get to some of your tweets because I want to make my chicken. I'm fucking starving. So far today, all I ate was an apple, a chocolate chip M&M cookie, and fucking a piece of licorice.
And a lot of beer. And wine. He's also drinking wine, by the way. A $10 bottle of wine.
I forget because in LA, like in New York, you have Twizzlers. In LA, we had the other one. I can't remember. Fucking red twists or what. I don't know. But they had that at the age.
Well, Tiger Lily, let's see. Get extra enraged when he talks about Artie. Makes me physically sick when Artie's name comes out of the slime bag mouth. Yes, and we're, as I said, 5 episodes into his podcast here, and he's mentioned Artie in every single one of them. And as, let's see who said that, Brandon said, and mentions the heroin every single time because he's a very good friend.
It was obvious, and I had to grab one because that's what we used to eat on the Tonight Show. All right, here we go with your questions. Let's do it. Let's see. My book is coming out October 16th, and of course, it's called Easy for You to Say, and the pre-orders are available on Amazon. Jimmy Driscoll writes, great title, I agree. And to be quite honest with you, the title was from my friend Rob Young, who was one of the drop-in guys, which I'll read in my book about drop-ins, but me, Troy Thomas, and Rob Young were the 3 guys that provided all the video jokes, pretty much all. Dave Rogowski every once in a while. But we provided most of the video jokes on the Tonight Show. And Rob Young is a genius, pretty much. And he wrote for David Letterman, and he's my good buddy, and he came up with the title, Easy for You to Say. So, Jimmy, I know it's a great title. I had From Morning to Night.
Man, his book could have been called From Morning to Night.
But
I really wish he would have called it that.
My friend Rob trumped me. Easy for you to say it is. Of course, Michael at Ace or Ass, which is what I would say, 122668, which is one of those troll accounts. I mean, who has that? At Ace 122668. I mean, it's a troll. And he writes, Dear Lord, and then he CCs Anthony Cumia because he wants to it's because I tweeted, don't forget to write in my name for senator. Oh, that's why I didn't vote, because I'm in protest, because my name was not on the ballot. Anyway, fuck you, Michael, at Ace or whatever. You can try and drum up some drama with me and Anthony Cumia, but, I could give a frog's fat ass about Anthony Cumia. Fredzo, Fred Corson 34. How many of the former Stern staffers are banned from Sirius? Names? Well, Fredzo, first of all, I want to say upset that your avatar is a Boston Red Sox fucking picture. And I'm not a big fan of the Red Sox. Obviously, I'm a Yankees fan. They won today. They're close to having the best record in baseball. You guys still are up by a game, but hopefully you'll lose today, but you're not going to because it looks like you're winning. Fuck the Red Sox. Anyway, how many of the former Stern staffers are banned? Let's see. There's me, Jackie, Artie, Grillo, Casey. Then there's Gilbert and Lisa Lampanelli. Those are the ones I know for sure.
I'm pretty sure Gilbert and Lisa are not Stern staffers. R.I.P. Gilbert. But yeah, I think that sounds about right. I think all those guys are banned.
You know, I couldn't tell you. I know Gilbert never was an employee, and Lisa Lampanelli wasn't, but I'm pretty sure they're banned as well. There is a ban list that I'm trying to get to put in my book, but I guess whoever was supposed to send me this shit got cold feet.
From what I understand, I believe what we've learned later on is that there is no ban list. There's no red flag list. It's just basically once you're gone, and they prefer not to have you hang around. I think it's a Howard thing where it's just like, now once you're out of here, you're out of here. And I think people just have told John there's a ban list because you know how John is. Because if they just say, well, Howard doesn't want you around, or we don't want you around, and go, dog, come on, bring me around, come on, I got this thing, come on. Whereas if I'm sure Gary or somebody just said, sorry, John, we got this red flag list, we got this ban list, and we're not allowed to talk to you, and I've said all I can, so bye. Just to keep them from fucking bugging them.
Didn't they get a little nervous over there? So Dismal Abysmal with his thumbs up avatar asked me, do you still get checks from the movie Airheads? It's so funny, dude. I just got one for $10.22.
Oh yeah, okay, soundtrack. I was gonna say all his only part in Airheads was at the end where he reached up and says, I masturbate constantly. And then his friends beat him up. But yeah, I forgot he's got the song in the soundtrack.
And I will be depositing that tomorrow. So let's see what else we got. I'm going to go through these and I'm going to start fucking cooking.
Oh yeah, Brandon, I was about to say that. He always attaches other people's success to his own, especially the Yankees. The Yankees are having a good season. That's because of me. Or I'm a winner because I've liked the Yankees and they're winners.
I just pulled that one up. When I posted that my book will come out October 16th, Yankee Geo at Yankee Giovanni C says it'll be on the clearance rack by the 17th. His attempt at humor. Phil Bake at 701-8586. Who has these fucking names? It's got to be fake. And he doesn't have an avatar picture, so it's probably bullshit. But he says, what TV radio programs are going to let you promote your book on their show?
Here's the thing. He's going through. He's like, oh, this person doesn't even have an avatar. They're obviously a fake name. Let's read his question anyway. Like, why read it? Why read it?
I'm trying to get on everything, and I will do my best. Okay, let's go to the next one. Asshole here wrote something. Oh, when I asked him to listen to my podcast about my book, he wrote, no. I got to remember to block him at asshole_here. Look, it's not like I want to block people. There's so many trolls out there. I just get tired of it. It's like, all right. Oh, I said, hey, Californians, don't forget to write my name in for Senator today, and asshole here wrote, no. I don't have the time for it.
Then why read it?
I was an entertaining part of the Stern Show, and I don't care if you don't have respect, but I'm not gonna do it. Pete at Spent Foo writes, highest drunkest guest you ever encountered while working on the Tonight Show. I never ever encountered somebody that was high or drunk, and I wasn't.
Why did he have to throw in that he wasn't? I suspect he was a lot.
I always waited till after the show. I don't. God, I don't recall. I know David Spade always had them deliver him chicken. Gilbert, of course, asked for 2 meals so he could fucking take one home with him because the guy's the cheapest fuck in the world. But I can't really. I know Quentin Tarantino was really drunk. That was before I was there. It's funny. I'm trying to get my voiceover reel, and I went on YouTube try and find some of my announcers. I found one. It was my first day, which was probably my worst announce. I started getting a lot better at it as time went along. All right, let's see. Joseph Zotto at Joseph. No. Joseph Zotti at Joseph Zotti writes, whatever happened to Cabby? You in touch at all? I have never heard from Cabby. I thought he went to jail for tax evasion, but I could be wrong. But I have never heard from him. Mark Savage at MC Savage 24. Southern John, you're going to be reading the audiobook. Sometimes they get the wrong people and it's unbearable. Mark, rest assured, I will be reading it, and it will be a box set. Okay.
Tells that exact same joke every single time he says he's going to read the audiobook. By the way, I have some audiobooks that are like over 20 hours long, so they're not a box set, John.
I've done that joke before, I know.
Yeah. Do it every time.
Stuttering John, are you going to extend for an hour to 2? I don't know, maybe that was a joke or a podcast. John at John Source 91. I'm looking forward to your book. I'd love to hear about that nasty fight between you and Gary where he felt you were least important to the show. That's the one thing I don't know what he's talking about. I mean, for Baba Booey to think anyone's less important to the show than himself is ridiculous. But
Gary's like literally the producer of the show. So yeah, a lot of people other than Howard are less important to the show than him.
Now look, that was a good part of the show. I'm not saying that was the most important, but I certainly wasn't the least important.
Very much the least important.
I can think of a few names that were even a lot less important. Amon Cower at 4 a.m. ZZZ 90. Do you think Howard cheated on Allison? I don't think Howard cheated on Allison. I know we had our scores party, and I know I got knee jobs, which is when the stripper puts her knee into your crotch and rubs your dick until you come. I've told my ex-wife, and I told her when we were married that would happen, and she wasn't that upset. I mean, it's over the pants. That's what I got. I don't know, and I can't speak, obviously.
I've been to a lot of strip clubs. I have never, ever had a stripper knee me in the crotch until I fucking come. That doesn't even sound right. What the fuck is this guy doing? What goes on there in fucking New York? I've never been. Now I don't want to go. You go to a strip club and they just fucking knee you in the crotch to get you to come.
For what Howard did at those scores parties, it was very dark, and I don't need a lawsuit. RJM818 at B's02. Make sure you spell his name right here, or the stupid. Oh, that's for the senator thing. Yeah. People don't realize you call me Hero the Stupid. It's an homage to me. I'm happy about it. The only reason I've been called Hero the Stupid is because when me and Robin Quivers were on the street and all the blue collar workers recognized me over her, they started yelling Hero the Stupid. So if I could, look, from a blue collar family.
Wasn't it? Yeah, I, I guess Voltaire. I don't think. Yeah, no, I don't want to make any comment on what happened at the scores parties that they had. I'm pretty sure that they all cheated on their wives, like every one of them. Because that's why you go. That's why you do that sort of thing. But Voltaire says it happens at some greasy club. I'm okay. I've not been to club too greasy at clubs. I guess the clubs I went to are a little high class for the knee job, a little too high class for the knee job. and um, oh yeah, he said something I wanted to comment on. Now I
To
don't
me,
know what
that's a
it was.
compliment.
Oh yeah. Wasn't it the original story that they were walking past like construction sites or something, and the guys were like saying, hey John," and Robin said, "Hey, you're the hero of the stupid." Wasn't that the original story? Not that the guys were actually calling him hero of the stupid. Come on. You gonna play?
Welcome to
Got jammed up some.
jail. Watch and rubs your dick until you
There we
come. I've told my ex-wife, and I can't speak obviously for what Howard did at those scores parties. It was very dark, and I don't need a lawsuit. RJM 818 at B's02. Make sure you spell his name right here, or the stupid. Oh, that's for the senator thing. Yeah, people don't realize you call me hero stupid. It's an homage to me. I'm happy about it. The only reason I've been called hero the stupid is because when me and Robin Quivers were on the street and all the blue collar workers recognized me over her, they started yelling hero the stupid. So if I could, look, from a blue collar family. To me, that's a compliment.
Wasn't his father like an engineer? Wasn't his father a civil engineer? That's not blue collar.
That the blue collar workers knew me more than her. Now I'm reading Artie Lang's tweets. This is what Artie Lang wrote. Also, the prosecutor, Tony is a good man. I truly feel he wants the best for me. He was doing his job. His words were heard loud and clear. I thank him as well as my lawyer, Frank Arleo. Two good men.
Yeah, that's right. Vegas cheese sales Perry. Didn't he have like a pony? Yeah, he had like a pony and lived in a huge house. I think the same house, well, the house his mom has right now. His father was like an engineer. That's not blue collar.
And the woman on the bench who commands respect. She has mine. Stay tuned, guys. Peace. Then Artie writes, the judge, well, it was probably the first one. The judge was very fair, but 4 years probation is a long time. Probation. I am going to try my best. If I end up in jail for years, let my life be a lesson to you kids battling heroin. First of all, Artie, I'm pretty sure there's not that many kids battling heroin. I had everything and more. I traded it for powder. Don't make that mistake. You're better than that, and I love you. Yeah, Artie, again, don't give up on yourself. I have a feeling you will, and...
Well, John, that feeling was wrong.
Whatever. I want to say it's a weakness, but I like drinking, but I don't drink, to the point where, I'll have some beers at the pub.
Well, he's really trying to skirt around the I don't drink till I'm wait, no, I do. I don't, so I'll have a couple of beers.
I've been drinking since I started this podcast, one glass of wine, and I'm not even halfway done with it. But that's about it. weed every now and then, coke every now and then. All right, here we go. New NJ Giant fan 84. Do you think Artie can make it 4 years and stay out of jail? What's your opinion on the Roseanne situation? I don't know if Artie can make it 4 years alive. As sad as it is, I don't think Artie's going to make it 4 years, even alive.
He's wrong about that.
Stay out of jail? Never. I think Artie will kill himself before he goes to jail. And I hope that's not the case, because I love Artie.
You know, with everything he's saying, he's fantasizing. He absolutely wants Artie to go to jail. He absolutely wants Artie to only live for a few more years at this point. He absolutely wants Artie to OD and die on heroin or go to jail for it. You know that. That's absolutely the fact, and that's why he's talking about it.
I remember when Artie and I went jogging. I took Artie jogging around Washington Square Park, which is down in the village of Manhattan. And Artie ran in his jeans, or whatever those cargo pants he wears. And he made it like one lap, which I think is a half mile, and then he stopped. I, of course, did my 2 miles or 4 miles, because everything's in numbers with me, because I'm a fucking OCD fucking ridden nut job. What's your opinion on the Roseanne situation? Roseanne's an asshole. I know it's crazy. Look, I've hung out with Roseanne. She's a sweet woman, but come on. In this day and age, comparing an African American to an ape, it's completely wrong. I mean, I could see Anthony Cumia doing that, but nobody knows or cares about him anyway. But Roseanne, you blew it. What is that? The Robert De Niro? You blew it! You had a reboot, a rebirth in your popularity, and you fucked it up by being a racist. But you're a Trump fan, and God knows how many racist things Trump has said. You're just sounding like him. So go back into obscurity. You can join me in obscurity. What makes Howard the best is from New Jersey Giant fan. What makes Howard the best interviewer around? What separates him from the rest? Howard is just a charismatic guy. He really is. Probably the top 10 broadcasters of our generation.
Probably. Well, before recently, definitely the number one guy. Obviously.
There's a likability. You're in on his dilemma. You're in on his life. Now, again, I don't know about his life now. But in those days, you just wanted to listen to him. And what separates him from the rest? Honesty. And not giving a fuck, I guess. Of the guys you know on the current staff, who is the unsung hero? The guy who keeps the show going and never gets the credit. What about when you worked there? The unsung hero. I don't know. New Jersey or NJ Giant fan 84. Now I have no idea. Sal disappointed me. I thought he was going to be busting Gary's balls, but I don't even know if that's allowed anymore because Gary's such a fragile little baby. I don't think.
Oh no, Sal doesn't get the Stuttering John thumbs up. Doesn't get the Stuttering John medal of approval. What will Sal ever do? Isn't he still there?
He would allow that, but we'll see. All right. Yankee Geo, who's just the guy I got to block. He hasn't gotten the green light from Jay the Chin Leno yet about the book. Can we pre-order? Yes, you can. Go to Amazon. It's from Jack Parrow.
That is true, Joseph. It is surprising he did not say that he himself was was the hero, was the biggest player.
Rip 642. Just trying to buzz through these because I want to fucking drink more and make some chicken. Fuck, marry, a kill from John Down Houghton. Dana, Susanna, and Madonna. That's a tough one. First of all, I couldn't kill my ex-wife. But if it was between Dana and Madonna, I'd fuck Madonna and I'd marry Dana. Again, I wouldn't kill my ex-wife.
And kill my ex-wife.
I already fucked her. And I already married her. It wouldn't make any sense, John. Why don't I, everyone's not everyone. People are upset that I didn't update. Jared W. Tracy says, why didn't you update your profile pic? I don't know, man. You think I fucking give a shit about what my fucking picture looks like? All right.
Yes, that's why he doesn't update his profile pic. That's why he uses one that's 30 years old. And yes, fat guy. That's the burning question that everybody asks. How has he never had the shit kicked out of him? No clue. No clue. You think you would have by now.
Right, we're going through these. Ryan Sharman. I love that guy. At Ryan_Sharman. He posted a picture of my t-shirt when I was running for senator. Whatever, man. It didn't happen this time around. Maybe one day. John Melendez for U.S. Senate 2008 time. Thank you, Ryan. We're almost done here. Kate Spade is dead and you're podcasting. How dare you? From Matt R. Allen. What the fuck? I don't even know. I know she was a designer. It's sad she committed suicide. Brandon at Politics and High Tech. I'll get rid of him. A tree fell in the woods today. Rod Stiffington. I love him because he has a picture of Hank the Angry.
Well, that's probably true, Lockie. He's he probably definitely exudes that I'm going to sue you if you stare at me too strongly and scare me.
Dwarf as his avatar, which is one of my favorite whack packers, if not the favorite. Senator Melendez, Who Are You? What Made You Famous? By Philippi 69. Have the attorneys chopped out the good stuff yet on my book? And
you know, a lot of people are saying, oh, but he might sue or he'll tattle. Dude, there are people who don't give a fuck. They will beat the shit out of you and then wait for the cops and then put themselves in the car and go to jail. And these are the kind of people that I'm surprised John has not encountered.
That's from Rod Stiffington. No, and they won't. They'll take out some shit when I talk about who Howard's banged when he got divorced. But no, they haven't taken anything out, and I will fight tooth and nail if they try to. Let's see. John F. Kensel. John, can I ask you anything? Did you ever meet Minnie Kiss? No. Did you ever send food back at a restaurant? Only if there was cheese or mayonnaise in it. Do you ever make crank phone calls? I did as a kid, but don't do it anymore. That would be.
He did meet Minnie Kiss. And one of them is in his in the video for I'll Talk My Way Out of It. I know because I just watched it today. Because I'm collecting music for the intro. But the DJ Dabble song, 2 Pints at the Pub, seemed really appropriate for this one today. And I got the music video, and one of the members from I believe it's one of the members from Minnie Kiss is in there. But there's also, God damn it, now I forgot his name. The actual member from Kiss, the guy with the tongue. God, can't believe I forgot his name.
Childish. I'm almost done. Oh, that's one of my match dates. I pulled up her number. Should I call that one? There's my book, and let's see. Ben Newtsorb. Did Jackie dislike Robin as much as it came across on the show? No, Jackie doesn't dislike anybody. He's a good guy. She's a good lady. Jackie doesn't dislike anybody. But no, he once told me that he saw Robin without her makeup and it was startling. I think that might have been the exact word he used. Because, I mean, she puts on that cream whatever makeup to cover. I guess she's got freckles or whatever, but I don't know. I'd never seen that. But and any old Jackie Star is always fun to hear. You
Gene Simmons, it was bothering the shit out of me.
and him made the show worth listening to. Thanks, man. I love Jackie. I mean, he's going to get a little bashing in my book, I'll be honest, but I still love him. I'm actually doing an appearance with him in July. It's not even an appearance. They're paying me $1,000 just to hang out at some guy's party in Hidden Hills or something. John, this is one I wanted to get to. How much money does a Stern, this is from Ed Golfing person. How much money does the staff at Stern make? It's so funny. At golfing person. How much money does the Stern staff? It's funny. I actually know some. I mean, I know Gary's gonna be like, how the fuck did he know that, Wolf? Gary was making $800,000 a year. He got cut down to $600,000 a year when they made it 3 days a week. Now, Benji was making $100,000 a year, but he refused to ask for a raise. I said, go ask for a raise. He wouldn't, but I think that it might have been he finally had the balls to think he had some worthiness. That's the thing with Howard, like he makes you feel unworthy and replaceable, so you're afraid to ask for more money. But Benji, I think, did, but pretty, you know, I don't know. Recently, he was making $100,000 a year. I know JD was making $40,000. I know there was a fight to get him more money. I don't know how much they gave him, so I'd guess $60,000. Rock Smolder, I've already voted for you 6 times today, John, but the day is still young. All right. You always get the truth from me. Come here, I'll talk about whatever. All right. We're almost done here.
Do you know how much the other people that I work at the office that I work at make? No idea, no clue, never asked, don't care. What a fucking scumbag in everybody else's pocket.
Here. I'll move on. Let's see. I've already BuoyCon, yeah. I already gave you numbers, so you just shut the fuck up, BuoyCon. It's more than anyone else is giving you. All right. I'm just going through these. I'm sorry. I think that's about it. Let me see if this. No, there's no else. All right, everybody. Oh, thank God. I could eat. I could drink. So we're about around 40 minutes. Thanks for listening. I know I was a little buzzed today, but that's how it goes. And I'll be back next week. I will be in New York for the John Gotti premiere. And I will be there, so I'll probably be recording from my mom's house in North Massapequa, where I'll be eating plenty of pizza and plenty of bagels. And I'll be at the John Gotti premiere. I just bought a suit. And
So wait, he's had a suit this whole time? Why did he have to borrow his brother's suit to go to DC?
I'll be there. And then we'll be hanging out in New York probably next time I talk to you. Thanks for listening, everybody. And good get you.
All right, that concludes John's final, well, not final, that is the last podcast before he goes to Royce's Arcade, and he was obviously drunk, and you could actually hear the similarities. What I liked about it is, like, once again, all the other episodes, everybody's like, "Oh my god, he sounds lucid. He's talking. He's making complete sentences. What's up?" And then you hear this one, he goes, and you go, "Oh, now we're back to the John that we all know." Anyway, so the next one that I'm going to do, it's also 35 minutes, about the same length. This is the first episode from Royce's Arcade. Get ready. Once again, I'd like to point out, this is just coming off of John being on Stephanie Miller. And then in the meantime, in the middle, between Stephanie Miller and this, I guess I understand he was part of a project with some former Tonight Show people where they put together something where he was like the vice president of podcasting. But I'm assuming that didn't work out, and you'll hear this is fucking absolutely ridiculous. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get this started. Now, keep in mind they have a producer, they have a guy. Now this is Don. This is somebody that we have heard from. I believe he was on PDP once, where Don is not in a good place in his life, and he eventually starts to really hate John, and he just doesn't give a fuck, which you'll hear. And so let's go ahead and get this one started.
Hey everybody, this is a special edition of the Stuttering John podcast, live from Royce's Arcade Warehouse.
Obviously from audio. And this is not just this one, it's all of them. All of them from Royce's Arcade are exactly like this. John echoing. You'll notice everybody else can be on mic, but John just can't get next to the mic.
Royce, how are you?
Doing good, John. How are you?
I'm so glad. This is actually a really great studio that you have built here. Royce is a friend of mine that I met when he was a page, which was literally an intern on the Tonight Show with Jay Leno. I, of course, was the announcer and staff writer. I had a much better occupation at that point. But Royce, I got to hand it to you. He went and he opened up this arcade here in Chatsworth. Yes, there's no more porn, but there is retro. How many games you got, Royce?
Can I just correct one thing?
Yeah.
It was the first edition of The Tonight Show with Jay Leno that we met on.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Well, who the fuck cares? Well, then I was the announcer. Because it can be the second time around.
Is it an apple or banana, John? Facts matter, okay?
All right. Anyway, Royce, how many games you got? 300?
The company has about 300 machines in total.
Yeah.
When you come to the arcade on a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, there are over 100 games all set to free play.
All right. Now, the thing, one of the reasons, one of the things that both Royce and I have in common, besides production, film, and TV, and video games, both like that, is that Royce was a huge fan of the Howard Stern Show, and of course, who was more lovable than Stuttering John? I was. We just said Jackie's. I asked Royce if he wants to come me. Jackie the Joke Man is paying me. I don't care. I'll say it.
Nobody's ever started a sentence with the words "Jackie the Joke Man is paying me."
No. Jackie's paying me $1,000 to go to a party in Hidden Hills. That's where the Kardashians live. I saw freaking Kylie Jenner's mansion in Hidden Hills.
Yeah.
She lives across the street from the girl that my son hangs out with, because my son is like the ladies' man. He's 12 already. And I was driving with him the other day, and he goes, "Dad, I had this weird dream." And I go, "Well, what do you mean, buddy?" He goes, "I had a weird dream." I go, "Do you mean wet dream, Oscar?" And he goes, "Yeah." I go, "That's fine. I still get those." So, he goes, "Yeah, but I was so embarrassed. I cleaned the sheets and everything." He's so cute. But he's a ladies' man, and see, this is how I come back. People say I change subjects, but he hangs out with this girl who lives across the street from Kylie.
Once again, talking about his 12-year-old son's sex life. Not weird at all.
Kylie Jenner. What has she done besides had a baby at 18? She's got a huge ass mansion.
Her mailbox is larger than my house.
I know.
I know. And Kim's box is larger than your arcade.
And I can't. But
And nobody else is laughing. You notice nobody else is laughing. John's busting up. Nobody else is laughing.
interesting that your son knows how to do laundry, because I've never seen you do laundry.
I know. Every article of clothing is wrinkled. But anyway, so Royce says, Howard Stern friend, Jackie's paying me $1,000 to go to this party in Hidden Hills and just tell stories that Jackie and I shared on the Stern show.
$1,000 in Joke Master Juniors.
and jokes. I know. I asked Jackie, remember, because at Royce's Arcade he sells like a whole bunch of, it's really cool shit, like a lot of.
Oh yeah, he did know the Kardashians as little girls. Well, so he says.
Like, arcade stuff and like retro video, like Atari and Nintendo and all the consoles. But, we tried to get, I figured I'd help Jackie out and put the Joke Master Jr. in here. And he goes, I gave them all away.
No, what he said to you is he sold out of them. And then by the end of the sentence, you realize because he gave them all away.
Yeah.
He sold them at a zero price. He sold out of them.
Well, Jack is the only guy, and this is one thing, I don't know it's a good thing, but he's better at it than me, is Jackie, whoever we met when we were on the Stern Show, or it didn't matter, he would get somebody's address, and then sell them, and then send them a ton of shit, like I stumped Jackie the Joke Man, use your finger, and all this shit. You get a crate full of Jackie the Joke Man junk, and he would send it to like celebrities, and they would just go, yeah, Jackie sent me like this whole crate of like his albums.
Yeah. Jackie was literally like the Columbia House of bad comedy back in the day.
This is what I love about Royce, because he and I could go back and forth about the Stern Show. Well, I have my book, coming out October 16th, Royce. And
What about my book?
Jackie's book, Bow to Stern. Now, I haven't read it because, I don't know how to read, but I'll beat you to it, Royce. No, but Jackie's, have you read it?
No, but can I just say real quick, Bow to Stern is what he should have done before he tried renegotiating his own contract.
Yeah, I know. But he, according to at least the people who tweet me and dogshed.com and, where all the Stern fans, all the disenfranchised Stern fans hang, and they give me a hard time too, but at this point I'm Teflon. I don't care. Your daughter gives me a hard time on a regular basis, Royce.
She can't stand you.
I know.
And soon nobody else will. And soon Royce won't be able to stand him, and Don won't be able to stand him. His daughter's just ahead of the curve.
And I could take it, but but what was I fucking talking about?
I don't know. Can we rewind?
No. Oh, so my book's coming out. Oh, people were saying that Jackie didn't really reveal any new shit, which
he's saving it for his third book.
I don't remember.
It's a trilogy.
It's true. Remember, he was on, because you did the show with me when we had Jackie on.
I'm saving. I could write the same book 3 times with different stories.
But he said to us, Royce, remember we had him on the phone? He said that he had another 2 books, and he wants to see how this one does.
Well, when Disney fires Kathleen Kennedy, she can run Jokeland and make sure to connect the Jokeland universe, because obviously Jackie can't handle it.
So, but they say that Jackie was a letdown with Bow to Stern. So hopefully.
Exactly, fat guy. If he was Teflon, we wouldn't be here. And here in a few more episodes. Let's see here. Did I mark it? Oh shit. Okay, the next one is the Trump call. I need to get a hold of some people. The next episode is the Trump call. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 5 more episodes is his first mention of WATP. So shortly after this is when he starts feuding with Carl.
My book will not let you down. Royce, there are stories.
Yes, Mr. Teflon.
That you're going to love, because I mean, just the stories of me and Sam Kinison and Fred, and well, I'll give away one with Fred. I mean, there's so many. Everything is about the really behind the scenes and the inside. The guy that got me the job on the Stern Show is a comedian named Mitch Fatel. He's actually a great comedian.
Yeah, I know Mitch. I mean, I know of Mitch.
Yeah, he's been on a ton of. He's been on the Tonight Show and David Letterman or whatever. Mitch, his real name is Fertel, by the way. It's funny because I gave my book to one of the on the Tonight Show, and he's like, "But you spelled Mitch Fatel wrong."
Jesus.
I go, "No, his real fucking name was Fertel." For some reason, he changed his name from Fertel
Just burped right into the fucking mic.
to Fatel because he sounds less Jewish.
I was going to say, most of the Jews did that.
Yeah, but Fertel to Fatel?
Could have been worse given Fatelberg.
But anyway, so he used to log the computer like I would. I don't know if you like in the beginning, like when I started, I used to log the show. So
Bigabits asks, what is the date on this one? This is June 8th, 2018.
Howard talks about jerking off or whatever. I would write that 8 o'clock. Howard talks about jerking off,
And then you would cut and paste that all week.
Yeah. But anyway, it was a whole bunch of all the time. So when Mitch left, Mitch apparently hated Fred so badly that it would be like random date, October 14th, 1997, and then it just the category Fred Norris, and then it would say underneath Fred Norris sucks big cock and hairy asshole, that douchebag. He would just put these little time bombs against Fred and all over the Stern Show log into the future.
Fred's a scary looking dude. I remember crossing the street once in Manhattan and running across Fred Norris.
Yeah.
Not like just in the wild. Like honestly,
In the wild?
He's a scary looking dude. He's super tall. I feel like he's as tall as Howard.
No.
Really?
He's only 6 foot, 6'2".
Oh, I must have had a short year, but he's a scary looking guy.
He's look, Fred's he's not he's a man from Mars. I mean, I talk plenty about Fred in the book, and each of the main characters have their own chapter and about all the craziness, all their quirks. My favorite chapter title is The Good, the Bad, and the Buoy.
Is that chapter 9?
Chapter 9.
Now,
That's
is
what
it
says.
true you don't have a chapter 7 and 8?
Yeah, it's gonna go straight to chapter 9.
It's from 6 to chapter 9. That's very mature of you.
Go ahead, you have a question?
Yeah, I have several questions, and I'm sure Don does as well. Don, who's here with us.
Hello, friends.
Hello, friends. What is that, a Bill Cosby reference? You just referenced a Bill Cosby sweatshirt. Because we've had a lot of these conversations off the air, so I don't want to give anything away and ruin the book. But you talk about Jackie not giving away, Stern Show secrets. You, in the book, have several bombshells to drop. You have photographic evidence of what's going on over there.
Oh yeah, and that's the cool thing. I mean, I have pictures, and I have a mole right now who I text like about 10, 15 minutes ago. Well, a little while ago, and he's gonna get the red flag list to me. Do you know what that is?
People that are banned from the show?
No, the words, names, titles that you're not allowed to mention on the Stern Show if you're.
How hard could that be to figure out?
Well, no, I think there's some surprises on there. Like, I know Fred can't say my name, and I know that, Royce, because when, I don't know if you hear the sound effect that goes,
Hero of the Stupid.
well, it's no, but they would play that, like,
Yeah.
well, no, it was just, it was me doing this on my hand.
Right.
And that's me.
Fat guy, I just want to point out, John never had a mole. But it was it did become this recurring theme, but it is unlikely John ever had a mole over there giving him any information, and there is no red flag list. As I said, I believe we found out later that there is no red flag list. It's just, as I said earlier in the previous episode that we just watched, I'm pretty sure Gary or somebody probably told him there's a bunch of stuff that we're not allowed to talk about, and you're one of them. just to keep him from bothering them. Just shut him down, just because they know how John is. John's gonna be, "Oh, come on." I went through it before, but yeah, yeah, he has no moles. He has no contact with anybody there. Nobody will talk to him, even then, even at this point, especially at this point. And there is no such thing as a red flag list. But it's a constant theme throughout his podcast here with Royce, where they're talking about the red flags and the moles. No mole is ever revealed. No red flag list ever shows up.
So a caller called into the now current Stern show, and they asked what that sound effect was, and Fred had to answer and go, "Oh, that's the Tonight Show announcers sound effects. He's not allowed to say Stuttering John."
You know who else can't say your name? Is
Me.
Baba Booey. But that's for totally different reasons.
What? I don't get it.
Hey, he just trips over his own teeth. He literally can't say your name. Come on, you don't get it?
Well, no, I assumed that was
Shame
a
on you.
joke.
Yeah.
But
Now, is your mole...
No, John didn't get it.
Does your mole have a mole? Because I'm trying to do process of elimination.
you know what? I have so many. It's so funny. It's so funny. Royce, I'm the special edition one.
Yeah.
Is because my last one.
That wasn't me. That's the podcast. That was the podcast.
I record on Audacity, and at 7 minutes every fucking time, and Don, maybe it speeds up, and then people say, a guy, someone from Australia say, "I love the podcast," but it speeds up at 7 minutes. So that's why, because you asked me if I wanted to do this here, and I was like, yeah, because I want it to sound, decent, and especially, Royce, if we build what
Swing and a miss. We're wanting it to sound decent.
we've been talking about, and a lot of stuff we won't talk about now, but if we build what we're going to do up, like I told you about, about my show and everything, I want everything to be done right, especially if someone's going to, invest the time into listening to my podcast.
But you're only saving people time, and time is money. So if it's in twice the speed, they're getting out of this podcast twice as fast. I think that's a value add.
Are you trying to be the flying gag writer? Everything's a joke with him all of a sudden. Right?
He's on.
Yeah,
he dialed himself up for the show.
He's become the new Don Rickles today. Hey, you got any weed?
You are a genius.
That's in the book. Oh, now we're really...
Somebody did say that when we were doing the podcast a couple months ago. Someone was like, "Oh, Royce is a really good on-the-fly gag writer." And then like 5 other people were like, "Royce is annoying, Royce is annoying, Royce is annoying." So that's why I'm still doing it.
I'm sure they're going to be saying that about you now. Anybody, because even I had my old...
Just don't come to my arcade.
I had my old producer, Ray, they said, they don't like the guy Ray. And they're not going to like you either. I mean, they barely like me. They just tolerate me because I always give them these few little tidbits of information.
I don't like you.
Hey, Frankie, can you grab me an Angry Orchard out of the fridge there? I'm
Look, you just walked in here and turned you into the busboy.
Thanks, because I don't want to get
At least give the guy a shout out.
Hey, that's Frankie over here. Royce, there's so much to talk about.
That was worth leaving in the podcast. They do edit these, by the way. There is some editing.
Anyway,
Let's talk about none of it.
okay, good. See, he's just gonna be if I wanted this kind of fucking hostility towards me, I'd bring in my ex-wife or your daughter.
Or you go back to the Stern show.
But shit, now I forgot what. See, now people are gonna be pissed because you keep on fucking up my train of
No,
thought.
I know exactly what you're talking about. You're talking about your book. Your favorite chapter is chapter 9.
Yeah.
The Good, Bad, and the Buoy.
The Good, Bad, and the Buoy.
I'm right there with you, buddy. I'm a
All
pro.
right, all right. But anyway, so now we're gonna do it here because my Audacity.
All right.
Thanks a lot, pal. You didn't open it, but it's okay.
That's Frank, by the way. Frank is the best arcade repair guy in Los Angeles.
But he can't open a bottle.
Yeah, I know, but he can't drive because he's got a fucking Dewey.
So do you.
Fucking half. No, I never had one. Never. Not once. Don't ever even fucking pass that. How am I going to run to be the next senator of the great state of California? Royce was my.
So John does have a DUI. Royce just admitted that does John have a DUI? Has anybody ever blah, 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 blah. Has anybody been able to find evidence that maybe John has had a DUI? Because Royce seemed to be real convinced of that.
Campaign manager.
I'm still your campaign manager.
Yeah, but guess what happened? This is what happened, Don. I'm going to be honest with you.
All right.
Royce.
No, lie. Because on the Stern show, when they're being honest, they're lying.
No. Well, that's the thing they say. Like when Donald Trump says, Look, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
If you have to say that, that means that you lie all the time.
Yeah.
That's what Tom Chiasano used to say to me if I said to be honest.
Is he still with us?
I don't know, but it's just a New York expression, to be honest.
I'm from New York.
Yeah, so that's what.
To be honest, John, I'm from New York.
Yeah, but that's just, it's like.
He's from Jersey.
It's like not for nothing. It's like not for
Not for
nothing.
nothing?
Hey, not for nothing. Hey, just let me be honest. But it's not that you lie all the time. It's just like it's a preambling expression.
Okay, listen, as a listener, you're losing my interest. So what were you trying to say?
I forget now. Honestly, Royce was my campaign manager. Then he decided to go buy fucking more warehouses for more video games. And then the guy gets so fucking lazy, he did jack shit for my fucking campaign.
You have space for a headquarters, though. You can get your campaiin headquarters going right here.
He did jack shit.
First of all,
What?
Jack Shit's a good friend of mine. We call him Jackie, but what? Do you want to talk about the campaign, or do you want to talk about the book? Because I feel like the book is more important, but we can touch on the campaign.
No, go ahead, Tush, because people go, why didn't what happened?
Listen, the polls had you at 5%.
I know they did.
And I think it was a smart move of you to take a step back strategically, because what you could have done is you could have eaten away at the rest of the Democrats. Okay, you couldn't. That's 5% that wound up going to somebody else. And in a state where it can be anybody, because of Proposition 14 could be 2 Republicans, 2 Democrats, you did the right thing by taking a step back and allowing that 5% to go towards another Democrat. Okay,
Yeah.
So instead of 5% here, 2% here, 10% here, there were too many Democrats in California's
But
race.
the problem is that you got too busy with your arcade.
No, the problem was if you didn't step out of the race, John, if you didn't step back, there was an opportunity for a Republican to come in there and take the bucket.
Okay, well, I say we go.
And that's my bullshit.
Thank you, and that is bullshit.
Bullshit. But at this point, nobody's listening, so.
No, believe me, they're fucking listening. As long as you stop talking. But, no.
Or start talking about Cumia, then we'll get 5,000 listeners.
Oh, yeah. Dude, Kumi's lucky to have. I bet you since Artie left, and I told you the other day, did you see the picture of Artie?
No, but I didn't know he left.
No, Artie got fired.
Really?
You didn't even know that?
No.
Aye.
I was too busy trying to figure out why you weren't on the ballot.
Wouldn't he kind of leave and come back a couple of times so you could lose track?
Well, no, he would never be on time, but he's a heroin addict.
Right.
But Keith Maresca actually.
Episode 6. Are we on 6? 1, 2, 3, 7. 7 episodes in a row where John has talked about Artie's heroin.
Had to go to Artie's place, and the place was a fucking pigsty, and had to fire Artie. And and I like Keith. Keith is a good guy. He's Anthony's producer. Anthony's a piece of shit. Well, my whole thing, Royce, you'll love this thing. Anthony Cumia is fucking doing. He got arrested for strangling and biting his ex-girlfriend, who, by the way, was like 20 years old. The fucking Vinnie Brand's daughter, who owns a stress factory in New Brunswick. Vinny's a good guy. But she started, recorded the whole thing. So while on the tape, you hear Anthony from upstairs going, "Where's my fucking gun?"
Want to get more work done with less effort? On TikTok, creators are sharing AI automation tips that save time and deliver better results. Tap to discover. Try TikTok now.
Try TikTok now.
Now, Anthony's a big
2018 ad.
proponent of the NRA and fucking how you can't take our guns. Dude, if you can't find your fucking gun, you should not own a fucking gun, you pop-faced maggot. Do you understand, Royce? Here's a guy who's so right-wing. Oh, don't take the guns away from you. We can't even take your guns, Andy, because you can't even find them, you fucking pop-faced idiot.
He found it. It wasn't like behind the couch or something.
Thank you. Now you may talk.
I just want to say, I think that he should try to find a Sephora. That's what he should try to find.
I wrote that. No, I know. But
I mean, look, what I will say about this, though, is he stoops as low to bring your kids into the mix.
Yeah.
Artie, who clearly is a drug addict, still manages to hold on to some dignity and self-respect in all of this. And Cumia is the guy that's going for the low blows. It shows you what a desperate, pot-faced piece of shit that Anthony Cumia is.
I know.
And so now he's doing the show by himself on Long Island?
He's got some guy. The reviews are in from what I see, and the guy's pretty boring. I don't know, but people that are tweeting me and everything say the guy's really boring. I don't know his name. But I don't know. I'm sure by Artie.
He does know his name. He said his name previously. It's Landau. Forgot his first name though. But yeah, it's Landau was working on it with Anthony. And John knows his name. He said it like 2 episodes ago.
They lost at least 1,000 subscriptions. And who the fuck is listening? Has anyone ever said to you, did you hear what Anthony Cumia said about you the other day?
Only you.
Exactly. Now, granted, they probably don't. I know they don't say it about me on this podcast, but it doesn't matter. But I mean, he thinks he's still like relevant. Here's the difference, Royce. At one point, I was relevant, but I was relevant on a national scale. The Howard Stern Show was huge. It was bigly. I mean, it was everywhere. And,
Right, Walter Walters. See, yeah, Dave Landau. That's right. It's Dave. Yeah, he took over after Artie. And I believe everybody really likes Dave Landau.
Opie and Anthony were more of a localized show. I mean, they went to Sirius, but Sirius, it departmentalizes all the, there's so many shows. How many people are listening to each one? Even Howard now, we're lucky to have 1 million.
The problem is those guys were Long Island talent. Their fan base was based on Long Island. You put them on a national platform like Sirius that's subscriber based. Nobody's looking for them. Nobody knows who they are. So they're fringe. Howard had already been across the country. So it's a no-brainer to put them on a platform like that because it's going to translate and bring subscribers. O&A didn't have that. What are you going to bring? You bring all of the Long Island listeners they got, it's still not going to move the needle.
No, I know, but I'm still sure there was more listening then to them than there is to Anthony Cumia's fucking show now. And he charges for subscriptions.
Well, somebody's got to foot the bill for all his legal fees.
Exactly. Now,
yeah, he does. Whatever. The whole thing about Opie and Anthony. I knew who Opie and Anthony were back in the day. I lived on the West Coast. I knew who they were. Everybody knew who Opie and Anthony was.
Hold on. Let me just do a qualifier here. I have no proof that Anthony Cumia is a pedophile. So if you plan on suing me, I am saying that I have no idea.
Long Island listeners they got, it's still not going to move the needle.
No, I know, but I'm still sure there was more listening then to them than there is to Anthony Cumia's fucking show now. And he charges for subscriptions.
Well, somebody's got to foot the bill for all his legal fees.
Exactly. Now, hold on. Let me just do a qualifier here. I have no proof that Anthony Cumia is a pedophile. So if you plan on suing me, I am saying that I have no idea if you're a pedophile or not. I just hear rumors from social media. So
John has been calling Ant a PDF for quite a long time, apparently.
I'm gonna retract that statement, Royce, because I don't need anyone to come after the 2 guitars I have left.
Well, let me see those 2 photos you're holding. First of all, they're not going to take your guitars.
They'll make you liquidate them.
What do you mean?
Cash.
What do you mean? Most of the rock audience wants to take my guitars.
Could you imagine going to court with Cumia and they're like, well, you're suing him for defamation, Anthony. What do you want? I want his Gibsons.
What, suddenly he's fucking Andrew Dice Clay?
I don't know. I figured he'd be struggling to talk at this point in the equation.
No, he just took a picture. He just took a picture and posted what Artie did of Anthony and him laughing. And of course, Artie writes, we're laughing at a joke that rhymes with Igor. And like Artie, I mean, that's another thing about Artie. What, you think I haven't heard him, say that word?
Oh, Artie's a racist. Artie's as racist as Anthony is a pedophile. And
Well, Anthony's
based
a
on what
great-
you told me.
And no, don't fucking say that. But
I
Anthony's,
don't think Anthony.
No, Anthony's the bigger racist than Artie.
I think if anything, Anthony's agoraphobic and probably never leaves the house. That's all I'm willing to.
Oh no, he leaves the house. He goes and hangs out with his little comedian groupies. He likes to hang out at the Comedy Cellar and hang out with all his comedian friends because he was always too afraid to get on the fucking stage and do it himself. Because he has no
comedian
balls. Which God, if anyone had a face for radio, it's Anthony Cumia.
If he had balls, he could use them to fill the holes in his face.
No, he really. I mean, the guy.
Why are we talking about Anthony?
I don't know.
I apologize.
I don't know.
I brought it up. It's my
well,
bad.
because Artie posted the picture on Twitter.
So-
Artie's and now to get on a serious note, Royce, I told you the picture of Artie in court. Someone wrote on my Facebook, Artie looks like he borrowed Yucko the Clown's nose. I mean, his nose is. I'm telling you, if you see his nose now, you're going to be in shock. I couldn't believe how bad, because he snorts the heroin.
Yeah.
Too. And you know, again, I've shared so many great stories with Artie, and so many great times that I do love him. I don't like the way she's been treating me, but I do love him, and I really feel bad for him. And again, like people got mad at me on social media. I said I stopped smoking cigarettes, and there are people that say that stopping smoking cigarettes is just as hard as stopping heroin. I post that on Twitter, and all these assholes, who's they? Who says that? Then I got to post a fucking article from New York Times where they say, stopping smoking. So, Artie, do yourself a favor, man. Man up. Stop being a little baby. Stop the snorting. Take the 10 days. I know it's going to be hell. But, look, I was married 13 years, okay? That's real hell. Go through the hell and then get off of it and continue to make people laugh. That's all I'm going to say about Artie, because I don't have anything to badmouth Artie with.
Okay, John. Okay, he literally been bad mouthing Artie this whole time.
He didn't bring my.
Oh, and by the way, yeah, once again, 7 in a row talking about Artie and heroin.
Kids into a fucking fight.
Wouldn't it just be easier to tell him to switch the cigarettes?
Well, he does smoke.
I'm just saying. You just
But
said
the weird part,
every time you want to shoot up, smoke a pack.
No, but the weird thing is he smokes, but he still doesn't drink.
Or drink a beer. Just have beers.
And I'm almost thinking, go back to drinking and quit the heroin.
Jack and water and Marlboro.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was just goofing, but apparently, John, that is John's idea. Why don't you just quit doing heroin and start drinking? Drinking's fine.
Put the smack down.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Get Artie on the horn.
Yeah. Well, maybe we will have him on.
Artie will be on the next podcast.
When can we? Royce, just tell me because I want to end this. I know your daughter wants to get out of here. And when could we start taking phone calls? Start booking guests
next week.
Now, this room is very echoey. Are they hearing that on the?
Probably.
Yeah.
All right, so then we got to figure out the echo. We got to.
It sounds like what it sounds like in our heads right now.
Well, it doesn't sound as bad in my head as it does. But Royce, then we got to get some soundproof and shit for this room. I mean, and for your first co-host position, you did a good job. Just the next time, don't talk.
Spoiler alert, they never do.
This is the third time I've done your podcast with you.
I know the first two weren't that memorable.
See, I don't have those. As far as I know, this is 2 days after the previous podcast that we just listened to. So maybe these are some lost episodes. I don't know, or maybe it might have been from the 2016 podcast. There's the Podcast 1 podcast, but there was also, once again, that other thing that he did in between Stephanie Miller. Well, in between the podcast, I don't know. Apparently, there's some lost podcasts out there.
Oh, come on. Will you lighten up? Oh,
I'm unwriting you from my ballot.
Now, Royce, and bring up your, because we're going to do a roundtable podcast, and I love the title and the, of the subject matter of it. And what is it?
Oh, we're going to do a roundtable. Is Disney killing Star Wars?
Is Disney killing Star Wars? And let's just touch on that before we go. No, I think that George Lucas lost control of Star Wars at Return of the Jedi. When he brought the Ewoks in, it was the beginning of the end to appeal to little kids as opposed to appealing to what guys like you and I were into, the evil Darth Vader and the evil Emperor and all that shit was the coolness of Star Wars, the stormtroopers and shit. And then when George Lucas started bringing the Ewoks, when he directed Episode 1, it was so like lame with the kid driving the pod. What was it?
It's Pod Racer.
Yeah, the Pod Racer. I mean, it just, you knew he lost it. And then Jar Jar Binks, you knew he lost that edge. So I think with J.J. Abrams and this last guy, who did Rogue One?
Rian Johnson.
Awesome. Rogue One was brilliant.
No. Last Jedi.
Last Jedi was Rian Johnson.
Yeah, who did Rogue One?
Was it Gareth Edwards?
I believe it was, yeah.
I don't know, but
I think it's Gareth Edwards.
Every movie's been cool. I haven't seen Solo yet. I'm going to go this weekend, and hopefully with my daughter and maybe my son if he's not freaking hitting on tail. He's just like me. But have you seen Solo?
No.
I haven't seen that one, but so far, I love The Last Jedi. You know, people are saying... The one thing I will say is they do continue the theme of I could change you. Like now they're trying to change... Kylo Ren or whatever, just like they were trying to change, Darth Vader. They do go with those same storylines. Like, how many times can you blow up the Death Star? I mean, it's like a Samsung. I said it should be, in a Samsung Galaxy far, far away. I mean, this thing should have been recalled after the first time they could blow it up that easy. They make every fucking movie. They're still trying to, and yet they can't figure out how to not blow up the Death Star.
Please cram more of your Twitter jokes into this podcast. I'm looking forward to the follow-up roundtable. Is Disney killing Winnie the Pooh? Because I have a lot more to add to that.
No, but anyway, so I think they're making Star Wars cool again. I think they're overstepping. They're making too many now. So I think it's Star Wars fatigue with Solo. I heard it was a really good movie though.
Well, Don, you saw it.
Yeah, moves along very well.
Yeah, I heard it's a good movie. So I think they're just getting and it made over $100 million, but that's considered a failure to
compared to the others. Yeah,
I'm purposely not lending any of my opinions in on any of this conversation. We're talking about Star Wars movies from 2018, so I just want to, in case anybody was wondering what my thoughts are on all this stuff, I don't care. I mean, yeah, I'm just not even going to go into it. It's not worth going into, so we're just going to go ahead and listen to this just to have it on record.
But, I'm sure episode 9 is going to be awesome. And
The Good, Bad, the Buoy?
The Good, the Bad, and the Buoy.
That's the working title.
Don, because I'm going to reserve my comments for the roundtable, of course, but what do you think? You think Disney's killing it?
A little bit.
Well,
I don't think they're intentionally killing it. I think they're making poor decisions.
Like what?
Thank you, Melissa Young. It's my pleasure. Really, I was wanted to go through these and listen to them anyway, but I thought, what's better? Let's do a live stream and let's make it so that we have them all out there. And I'm going to try to keep it as evergreen as possible so everybody can come back and re-listen to these so everybody can get an idea of what John was like in 2018 to 2023 before the Dabbleverse, not before WATP though. Here at a few more episodes is when the WATP feud starts. But in the meantime, here we go. And yes, Disney ruined Star Wars, very much so.
The Last Jedi. I waited 3 decades to see the greatest Jedi of all time, Luke Skywalker, pull out some great Jedi stuff. And they give him his old lightsaber, and he just tossed it over his shoulder. Spent his time on an island with a girl. She left. And then he beamed himself over and then died on a rock. I felt kind of disappointed waiting 30 years to see backflips and the whole Jedi stuff, Force choke. And
okay. And I'm sorry, but this is interesting to me. I'm a geek. The thing with that is I like now that I hear you say that, I can go, oh yeah, I guess maybe. But and I know that Mark Hamill hated the fact that he hated what they did to Luke Skywalker. But at least it was a different choice. Backflips. I mean, every fucking every Marvel movie, there's all this all the action. So the great thing to me about Star Wars is not the fight scenes. It was cool seeing Yoda do all the backflips.
Oh,
and shit.
yeah.
I mean, that was cool when he brought his lightsaber out and actually fought. But as far as I like the story. I like the cool shit, like I'm your father kind of shit.
Oh, absolutely.
Do you know what I mean? Leia's my sister. As far as seeing Luke, I thought what he did was the coolest thing. Like when Kylo Ren tries to kill him, and then he like flips off a little dirt off of his shoulder. I thought that was the coolest fucking scene.
I went into it a little disappointed because when the first of the new ones came out, was it Force Awakens, I realized that the three would never be on screen together again. Han Solo, Princess Leia, and Luke Skywalker, because they killed off Han Solo. They're, again, three of the biggest icons of all time. You just inherited this huge intellectual property. Why wouldn't you just give us that moment? Give all the fans, the 40-year fans,
moment.
give us the three of them together at one time.
Oh.
Put the three of them on the bridge of the Falcon with you. It's what everybody wanted.
I thought they did have them together.
Never.
Oh,
Never. Luke was
no.
always on the rock. Leia,
Right.
Han and Leia had those few minutes, and then they killed Han. Now,
Well, just so you know, Harrison Ford, he wanted to be killed off
Oh,
in like the
absolutely.
first
Yeah.
or second one.
Well, listen, all I'll say to that is Don is right. There was a moment there, obviously knowing Harrison's not coming back for the second one, they threw that moment out the window because they couldn't crack a story that involved Luke Skywalker, which I find to be a terrible excuse. Because
Wait,
there's plenty.
what did they say?
J.J. Abrams claims he couldn't crack a good story with Luke Skywalker, so it made more sense for everyone to search for Luke. But all that really is he couldn't crack a good story, so he took the lazy road, which was search for Luke, as opposed to how do I write Luke Skywalker. So he kind of boxes Rian Johnson into a corner for Last Jedi.
Yeah. Okay, that's an interesting. Well, on that note, when are we going to do this roundtable?
We're shooting it in a couple of weeks. It'll be up almost as fast as we shoot it.
All right, because we should do that soon. Because
We're going to. Because there's going to be another Star Wars movie coming out any moment.
Are they really making a Boba Fett movie?
Yeah, it's coming out in 3 weeks.
No, because everybody loves Boba Fett. I don't understand it, but they. And another thing, that George Lucas blew it, and then I really have to go. I have to go to my favorite pub, Pickwick Pub. I usually get there by 4. Is that
Doesn't leave till 4.
What?
Keep going.
Is when George Lucas went and remastered it and put the fucking plant from
the Sarlacc pit. The arms
Shop of
reaching
Horrors.
out.
Yeah, from Little Shop of Horrors.
Audrey 2's in the fucking Sarlacc.
Yeah, he has a Venus flytrap in the fucking hole.
Seymour.
It was cool.
Suddenly Seymour's in the Sarlacc.
Yeah, it was cool the fucking way they had it.
It was just a hole.
And then he fucking puts this fucking plant in there. That's where you know he lost it.
Well, for me, when I knew he lost it was when they tried to put Jabba the Hutt back in A New Hope. And they couldn't do it because they shot it with a person.
Yeah.
So digitally, they had to make Han Solo step on his tail.
Yeah.
And that's when you should have stepped out of the edit room, gotten lunch, and come back and been like, you know what? We're not adding the shot.
They already made Greedo shoot first. After that, who cares what they did? They lost me.
Yeah, because Greedo didn't shoot first.
Not at all. Not at all.
Man, we are geeking everybody out
That's
here.
okay. Listen, if they like it, we can give them this totally separate from the Stuttering John podcast.
No,
You're running for office. You got to give the people what they want.
Yeah, it's fine. Whoever doesn't like fucking Star Wars, I mean, you have a Star Wars shirt on now, Royce. I have the same one. You get that from Target?
Of course, I have 2 of them.
Honestly, if he stuck to stuff like this and talked about, he doesn't know anything about anything. Just as I said, it's obvious that John's only experience with Star Wars up until this point here was literally he was completely lost with everything else that they were talking about other than the original trilogy.
I have one in a size I can fit and one in a size I can't.
All right. Well, listen. Thanks for listening. Royce was nice enough to record this here. Hopefully, we're going to get all the quirks all figured out. We can do phone calls. We can start having guests on the show. And like I said to everybody on the one that got fucked up, episode 4, I think it was, or episode 5. This will be episode 6. Is that I did meet with a showrunner I am going to start doing the Stuttering John interviews again. And, Royce is going to help me produce and hopefully not talk over the interviews. And we will start doing all of that again. And we're going to hey, they brought Star Wars back. Why not bring Stuttering John back? And on that note, Royce, thank you so much. Don, thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Are you going to say anything, Royce?
I'm just trying to fill the voids between the stutters. That's all I'm trying to do.
Yeah, okay. Everyone, I will see you. And good day.
All right. That does it for June 8th, 2018 Stuttering John podcast. The one before the Trump call. We got the next one is the Trump call. I'm going to see if I can contact some people. Anybody wants to, if you know anybody, hit me up on X that might want to listen to the Trump call. So I might put that off maybe till Thursday after Dabbleverse Live. Or I might just do it tomorrow and say, fuck it. I don't know. We'll see. Next one is the Trump call, though. So anyway, guys, I know Rico is on. I can tell because my numbers fucking plummeted. Thank you very much. And I want to get over there and watch as well. So let me leave you with this. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. If you can and will, please hit the like button and absolutely hit that subscribe button. I need the subscribers so I can do things like raid other channels. Like I should be able to just shoot you over to Rico that's on now, but I can't. You need 1,000 subscribers. Anyway, I'll leave you with this great music video, and have a great night, and we'll see you over at Rico.
Gotta show off now. The audition is now. Not a minute and 2 seconds. Now. Not in a week and a half. Now. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Good hearing.
Wait, you can tape the days of our lives. You don't have to be all over that. Simmons is here. Yeah, Simmons from He's here. I don't know if he's wearing makeup. I don't know. He's pretty ugly either way, don't you think?
Let's start it.
We need someone with a little bit more experience.
Well, you they all the band?
No, you're in the bus.